Hello everybody, my name is Mohammed. I am your instructor for EDHD 201, Learning How to Learn. Welcome to Learning How to Learn. Preferably we would have met in class this week, but the weather had different plans. Because we weren't able to meet this past week, I know there are a lot of questions, and so the purpose of this video is to hopefully give you a general overview of the course and hopefully cover everything that we were supposed to cover that first Tuesday. I just wanted to give us a little bit of grounding for the course, but hopefully what we'll do today is go over some of the core information that we wanted to go over in Tuesday, which is to go over the syllabus and go over some of the core assignments, as well as an outline of what we're looking for on some of those reading assignments, as well as give you a general update on how we are going to be updating the syllabus and assignments and all of those other great things. I'm going to go over the syllabus and the topics, as well as our goals throughout the semester, just so you have an overview of what this course would look like. I want to remind you that we do have a number of students on the wait list. So if you are unsure whether you want to take this course, or if you have any questions or concerns about the midterm schedules and times, please let me know so we can communicate what would be the best outlook for you. So please make sure that you are actively reading the syllabus. I'm expecting that everybody has read the syllabus. We are going to go by what the syllabus describes. If there are any inconsistencies, whether in a video or in lecture, with what is in the syllabus, we are going to default to the syllabus and what the syllabus says. So for instance, if I tell you in class that an assignment is due on Tuesday and you turn it in on Thursday, and the syllabus said that it was supposed to be due Thursday, I was incorrect, you were correct because it's what the syllabus had said, and I would grade everybody's fairly up until Thursday. Everybody would receive full credit for that. Okay, so welcome to the course homepage. You can access it by clicking EDHD 201 in your dashboard. We are looking at EDHD 201 0201, which is the 8 a.m. section. Lucky us, we got 8 a.m.s this semester. Some of us have the class at 9:30. So your course page looks almost exactly the same. The only differences will be on some of the due dates, especially the final. So you can access the syllabus by those links that I'm pointing to right now. And you can also see the syllabus here. For any updates, I will be updating this syllabus as well as the other ones throughout the semester. They should all be in alignment, but this is what the syllabus looks like. My name is Mohammed. This is my contact information, and if you need me, please email me. Do not send me a message through Canvas or Elms. Send me an email. That is the surest way to get a response. Please read through this information on your own time. They will be helpful to giving you tips throughout the course. And this is the grading structure. I want to spend a little bit of time on this. Your learning journal, which is going to include your reading articles, activities in class and outside of class, and other assignments will be a part of this journal. You will also have 3 learning demonstrations, which are your 2 midterms and 1 final. They will accumulate to 50% of your grade. And then your learning portfolios, which will be activity-based assignments. You will have 3 of them. They're supposed to serve as a sort of summary activity or assignment to help you prepare for the learning demonstration, and that will total to be 15%. That gives us a complete total of 100%. If you have any questions, please let me know, but this is the general structure for the grades. And for the rest of this material, I would like you to cover this on your own time. But this will take us to the course schedule. Now, this is the original course schedule that I made before we had to make accommodations for the first week. And so for our final date is going to be between either the 12th or the 15th. Our spring break is going to be week 8, the 15th to the 22nd. and we've given up this first week to the winter storm, unfortunately. So what we're going to do is this course introduction and overview is going to be covered by this class and your own personal review of the syllabus. We were going to go over each topic in class together, as well as the specifications for the course. But what we will end up doing is just shifting everything from Thursday onwards. So we can see this assignment for IMKB due the 3rd. That'll get pushed up to a little bit after the 5th, and all of the other topics will get moved accordingly. And so this takes us to the actual topics for the course. I won't go into the individual topics like we can see here with the course introduction, but what I will be doing is going over the weekly themes. I think that's going to be instructive. And so we're going to start off this first week with an introduction to learning. This is going to cover the course interview and some historical views of learning, just to get us situated with the larger discussion around education and what it means to be a student and what it means to learn. Then we're going to go into the foundations of learning, which include knowledge and knowledge construction. We're going to be talking about learning, so it's going to be important for us to have a good conceptual understanding of what we mean when we talk about knowledge and what it is that we're actually learning. Then we're going to be talking about using the environment and technology around us, not only as aids, but to help us in terms of expanding our ability to engage with the world in a different way, and also how that affects our ability to learn. Next, we're going to talk about skills and expertise. And then afterwards, we will go into our first learning demonstration at the end of week 5. And after that, we will have completed our first major set of grading assignments, the learning demonstration, the learning portfolio, and everything through week 1 through week 5. And we will basically be repeating the same sort of process of introducing new information around a 5-week period. The second one starts off with basic cognition, bridging that into problem solving, and then bridging that into reasoning. And what I would like you to do is just sort of go over the rest of the syllabus. If you have any questions, you can let me know. Please email me. My email is mfusening@umd.edu. It is also at the top of the syllabus and also available in the ELMS page. Okay, so this takes us to the last little bit of this video, and this focuses on the article summaries. Now, these article summaries are pretty straightforward. We originally had 2 article summaries for the Alexander article and the Alexander and Shallert article, and you were expected to provide a half a page to page length summary for these readings. And so the article summaries and the information that you get from them are going to be very important to the course. They're going to contain information that I would like you to bring up and that I would like to contend with during the lecture. And this bridges us towards the general structure of the course, and here's some more information on that. The goal of this class is learning how to learn. And learning is going to take a lot of different shapes, and it happens in a lot of different environments. So we're not going to have a strictly traditional lecture-based class. That means that there will be a lot of group discussion, there will be some lecture, and there will be a lot of paired and then also larger class discussion. I'm going to ask you to try to think about problems in different ways, trying to think about the underlying psychology and cognitive science behind individual decision making, how and why people learn the way that they do, why they are able to learn certain information and not others, how an individual is able to develop expertise, what that looks like practically and theoretically, as well as all of these other general questions that exist in the same ecosystem as learning. So we're going to talk a lot about general ideas in cognition as well as some artificial intelligence. So a big portion of this course is going to rely on you. and it's going to rely on what you bring to the course. This doesn't mean that you have to have prior experience in education or learning or psychology or any of that. I don't think that's going to be necessary at all. But what we do need is to make sure that we come to class prepared to have discussion on the materials that we have provided. I will be assigning you readings and videos and other homework, so to speak. And what I would like for you to do is not only read the information, but to actively be taking notes and asking questions about the material, questions that you have in the material, questions that arise that might not be related directly to the information, how your personal experience relates to what some of the theory is discussing, whether you think the theory is valid or not. All of these are great starting points for conversation that we'd like to have in the class, and the level of discourse, the type of conversation that we will have will also be influenced by all of the information that you're able to bring from outside experiences and sources as well. Okay, everybody, there's one last little tidbit that I want to discuss with you, and it involves the weather. Now, I'm unsure whether or not everything will be resolved by early next week, but if it is not, be sure to be focused on your email, check for announcements made in ELMS for this class and other classes. We are planning on full instruction, full in-person instruction next week on Tuesday. That includes you all having your learning journals present. We want hard copied paperback books, like notebooks. We will not be allowing typed notes. This is a non-technology classroom. Just a reminder for when we do meet in person, make sure you have a notebook to record your notes and all of the additional information for your learning journal. But if there are any issues that prohibit us from meeting on Tuesday, the plan right now will be for me to release a video outlining the topics and information for this following week. Additionally, I will be updating the syllabus, so please be on the lookout for that. I will upload that by Sunday night of this coming weekend. I can't wait to see you all in person and looking forward to having a great semester. See you later.